You know that one really annoying person you're somewhat acquainted with in a friend group that no one really likes, but you aren't trying to be rude, so they stick around thinking they're somewhat welcome? Yeah, that's cancer. And whether you like it or not, everyone is impacted by its existence in some way, shape, or form. I've conducted some research and have had my fair share of experiences with her, and I must say, not much of a keeper. You see, the main issue with cancer is that she's far too multidimensional and not in a good way. She's like a woman with too much baggage and bipolar personality disorder, just way too damn unpredictable. You can find treatments to remedy any one particular form of cancer, but there are just far too many variables to consider when trying to resolve the issue as a whole. And today we'll be discussing the problem with cancer itself, why it's important to you, and how we can all play a part in finding a solution. Cancer places a massive burden on not only you and I who reside in the US, but in some cases, even more prominently in other countries, mostly smaller, less financially capable countries such as like Niger and Sudan, for instance. In other words, cancer is a global issue that needs to be addressed. And as stated in the article Global Burden of Cancer, in many countries, cancer ranks the second most common cause of death following cardiovascular disease. According to Xiaomei Ma and Herbert Yu, each year, tens of millions of people are diagnosed with cancer, and around the world, more than half of the patients eventually kick the bucket. And that's unfortunate. But the number of deaths caused by cancer worldwide in 2002 was 6,723,887, among which about 3 million were male and about 2 million were female. There were about 11 million new cases around the world, excluding skin cancer, and of those, close to 6 million were male and about 5 million were female. Nearly 45% of the new cancer cases diagnosed in Asia, 26% were in Europe, 15 were in North America, and 7% were in Latin America. These reasons alone should make it unequivocally clear that we should make strides to address this problem by any means necessary. And this is where St. Jude comes in. St. Jude informs children and parents alike of the dangers behind certain unhealthy lifestyle choices and dispel common misconceptions. These play a vital role in the survival of young cancer patients, according to Catherine Ayers at St. Jude Children's Hospital. During its lifespan, St. Jude has been able to increase the survival rate of young cancer patients from 20% to nearly 80%. And with our help, St. Jude could potentially turn this fight in our favor. They're always in need of new contributors to assist those aching for a change. And it's been made clear that with a hasty diagnosis, treatment can be obviously administered promptly and boost the likelihood of the sufferer's survival substantially. According to Josie A. Christopher, with the global challenge of cancer, cancer is a multifaceted global health issue that continues to demand action. The global cancer burden suggests that cancer is the second leading most cause of death in the US, and nearly 10 million deaths in 2020 were attributed to cancer. We can all play our part in this war by, at the very least, becoming educated on this matter and spreading awareness. If we start now, we can see results almost instantaneously. However, the most fruitful results will be in the long run. Imagine a world that has rid the world of this catastrophic pestilence we call cancer. Yep, soak it all in. Great, right? Now imagine a world where cancer rates are increasing by the day, we lack the knowledge and resources we need, and our loved ones and ourselves are losing years on our lives while we sit here and do next to nothing. Either of these scenarios could very well be our reality. It's really up to us to unify and take matters into our own hands. We have to take the initiative and fight and bring cancer's reign to a screeching halt, right? We all experience hardship in life, but the way I see it, it's never about the situation itself, but more so how you handle it. That's just how I view it. But I'm tired. I had to watch my sister in her final moments take her last breath, man, and that was one of the most painful experiences I had to endure. And honestly, I wouldn't wish cancer upon my worst of enemies, let alone my family and friends. And I'm hoping that conclusively we can come to a solution. Conclusively, I just ask that you guys become more educated on this matter, and we can collectively maybe come together and help each other. I just want to unify everyone so we can tackle this issue together, because without that, without each other, we can't come to a solution. I know it's hard, but if we take the challenge face on, head on, we embrace it, and we accept our reality, then collectively we can bring it to a screeching halt. We need to come together, and please, if you have any questions, please come to me directly. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope that we all learned something today about how we can help our circumstances for the better and stop cancer for good.